Good morning, everyone. Have you ever heard of images that are called optical illusions? Optical illusions are where you show one photo, and let's say some people can only see a cat, and some people can only see a mouse. Once someone says, "Hey, didn't you see the cat?" they then start to recognize both of those animals in one picture. Or maybe it might take someone a few minutes to start to recognize both in one photo. Just like taking a second to recognize something brings us to our scripture reading. In this scripture reading, two of Jesus' disciples were traveling to Emmaus. And guess who happened to join them in their travels? It was Jesus. These two disciples were talking with Jesus about how sad they were that Jesus was gone. At this point, the two disciples have not yet realized they are talking to Jesus and invited him to stay with them for the night. In Luke chapter 24, verses 30 through 31, we read, "After Jesus sat down to eat, he took some bread. He blessed it and broke it. Then he gave it to them. At once, they knew who he was, but he disappeared." We also read in verses 33 through 35, "The two disciples found the 11 apostles and the others gathered together. And they learned from the group that the Lord was really alive and had appeared to Peter. Then the disciples from Emmaus told what happened on the road and how they knew he was the Lord when he broke the bread." Just like how it can take a few moments to recognize two different photos in an optical illusion, it took those two disciples a while to recognize they were with Jesus. There are many ways we can recognize Jesus in our lives. We can recognize him from the nature around us, birds or other animals, and there are so many more ways. But just know that even if we can't recognize Jesus, he is always there with you. I encourage you and your family to discuss this question. What are some things that help you recognize Jesus? Feel free to send me your answers at Chelsey@tcpresby.org.